Okay,
So
great.
if you will, please do me a favor and introduce us. Let us know who you are and how you tie into the story.
Okay, right now.
Yes.
Okay, hello everyone at the podcast. My name is Melody Garvin. I am the sister of four of the babies that got burnt up in the house fire, except the youngest boy. I am the oldest sister of Deontay Davis Jr., which is my brother. Those were his four children, the twins, Heaven and Nevaeh Dunigan. Deontay Thomas Davis Jr. was my 9-year-old nephew. And my youngest niece, which her birthday is right now, with November the 5th. Today
Mm-hmm.
is her birthday. She just would have been turning 2 years old. I tie into this because we've been having problems out of Sabrina Dunigan for over 10 years. And this is not the first fire that she has been tied to. She tried to lie a year ago about the fire that you guys been previously talking about. Tried to say my brother had something to do with that, which was nothing to do with my brother, and it got ruled out. It was her. I feel like she just accomplished her goal now because she's not mourning or grieving over those babies at all. Our family is torn apart. That's how I'm related to this situation.
Well, look, I have a ton of questions, so I hope you got a little bit of
I
time
got a
for
lot
me.
of time. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. I don't reside in East St. Louis anymore. I
Okay, good deal.
moved away.
And I also need to clarify because I don't know exactly what the party rules are in the state that you're in, but you do understand that we are live on YouTube and that we are being recorded on my live stream for everybody to listen to, right?
That's great.
So
I'm ready.
So I have your consent to record, yes?
You sure do. Melody Garvin. Yes, you do.
All right, good deal. So, and I just got to get that legal bull crap out the way because
I know.
I've had people try me before, but
I know.
nonetheless,
I'm ready. I'm ready because I've been furious over this. I saw your first podcast and I hated I couldn't join in because it was mixed signals. They were saying that the guy who was showing up wasn't
okay,
Beyonce.
I got you. I
were
appreciate
saying,
that.
Yeah, that was my brother.
So here's where I want to start because the story is quite confusing.
I know.
Melody's current boyfriend, is that your family member that you're saying?
Yes, my brother. It's my brother's children.
So the boyfriend that she allegedly went at 3 o'clock in the morning to pick
that
up
didn't
from
that
work?
was not nobody dealing with us. No, my brother just shared kids with her. He was not dating her at this time.
Oh, wait. You gotta say that for me one more time because I got confused.
They were not together. Neither one of the guys. You have not even. My brother's face hasn't even been shown on TV. The father of the kids. That was not his kid. That was not my brother on TV.
So he's the father of 4 of 5.
My brother's the father of 4. The youngest son is not ours.
Who is the youngest son?
The other baby daddy. I don't know his name.
And that's not the boyfriend. And that's not the boyfriend.
No, that's not the boyfriend either. The boyfriend they call / fiance, which disappeared when everything happened. He has no kids with her.
Wait. First of all, whoa.
Yeah,
okay.
He disappeared.
Okay, so 4 to 5 belong to your brother.
My brother, yes.
The youngest one, who's 2 years old. I just remember certain details. 2 years old. That means less than 24 months. She had just gave birth, and she's already with a new man. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am. Because the youngest daughter, that's ours too. Because she had a baby with somebody else and then went back and had a baby with my brother. So the 4-year-old little boy that's next to my oldest nephew, Deontay Davis, which is my brother's name, that's not our baby. That's not biologically my brother's son.
Oh, wow. Okay, so
Yes.
Here's also what I need to know. Here's what I need to know. Illicit Deeds is one of my buddies in the chat and my friend, and also a blogger. And she had actually told me some information about this story and said, Jay, did you know that her boyfriend actually set fire to her house before? And I said, are you kidding me? Like, really? Because I looked it up and I wasn't able to find it. But now the information is starting to come out there. Can you please give us details about this fire, who did it, and why they did it?
Okay, now the fire that you guys talking about, y'all got me on that because I do not live there, so I do not know. But from my understanding, when I got down there to visit, when I went to my niece's and nephew's funeral back in August, from hearsay, that I was told that she started the fire. She was mad or beefing or something with my brother, and she took his phone from him. That's what she gave to the police, said that she knew it was him that burnt the house down that time because he dropped his phone. Long story short, he never dropped his phone. She had it the whole time and tried to set that up and burnt. And that was his house that she burnt down, that he was given to her. But of course, she can't have my brother. So
wait. So why were they saying that the boyfriend burned the house down?
Because that's what she said. Just like her daddy was right behind her, saying that he saw my brother leave the scene of the fire, because she did it twice. The second time, the house actually did burn down.
Wait, hold on. When you give me this information, we got to take some pauses. Like, we got to breathe. We got to breathe.
We need to breathe. Yeah,
Lord have mercy. Are you kidding me? Because this actually, I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why, Melody. This makes perfect sense, because in my head, I said, in the video I just played, you probably didn't hear it, but I actually played a snippet of what I said in my previous live, the one that you watched. And I said, what would she have to gain by killing everybody in that house? And I said she had everything to gain, because she would have been able to start over with 0 kids, still have time in her womb, got a new boyfriend. She
also would have been able to have my brother where she wanted him at.
She wanted him back
all the time. She's mad.
Hold on. She would have had her new boyfriend, and she would have had about $30,000 in GoFundMe money, and she wouldn't have had to pay for any of the funeral expenses. That sounds, for a person who lives
and that's exactly what she ran away with. The kids did not have headstones until my brother blasted her on Facebook about a month ago. So
for a person that lives in poverty, if you think about it, that actually seems in some sick people's head like a pretty big come up, right or wrong?
Right, and that's exactly what she is. She's evil. She's evil. She's never been good to those kids. Mind you, a CSB case was open at the time of them passing.
Oh,
I'm just now finding all of this out when I went down for the funeral.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
She used to leave the kids on the porch, drive away. She didn't care about those kids.
Hold on. I need to recap and God, I ain't even talked about the current fire. I know. I looked at it last time when the kids first passed. I just couldn't get in on your live. I didn't know how. I am fuming upset right now. I am so mad right now because everything you just said actually made sense. So think about this. I believe that arsonists are creatures of habit, because this was arson. I don't believe this was no electrical fire.
It was arson.
And another reason I believe it's not is because those words by her father were carefully crafted when you said there were no smoke detectors.
He was around on the first fire, the other fire.
And do me a favor, do me a favor, because we're talking live and my mic is not real great about separating our voices. So like, if you'll give me a moment, I'll definitely try to make sure and give you some moments to rebuttal in there if you can. Okay.
Okay. It seemed like it was a little off.
I got you. We'll try to work with it. Now, I appreciate you being patient. I appreciate you even taking time to come on here. But let me say this: the fact that that man knows nothing about what firemen do and arsonists and stuff like that, and the fact that he was able to come in and say electrical fire, that's somebody who has went and carefully picked that as an answer to the reason why this apartment burned down. And I'm thinking no regular person would say that. Most people would just say, I don't know how the fire started. I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to the first home fire, and I couldn't find that video on YouTube, but I did see somebody had recorded off of their TV. It was so grainy I didn't even want to show it, but I saw the house, and it was like it looked like a
White House.
It was a first floor White House, and it was like torched. So the story that initially came out, from what I understood, was that the boyfriend tried to burn down the house, and initially I was thinking, okay, maybe this is just a mad boyfriend. But if you can, please reiterate to me that you said not only did the mom do it, but she tried to do it twice, and what evidence you believe pointed to her. Tell me that again.
Okay, and I might correct you again because it seems so unreal, but that was not twice when I told you about when it burnt all the way up. That was not the first time. That was the second time. The first time it was just a little burn of trying to burn a basket on the front porch. That was passed away. Okay. After that, then she went to the whole house getting burnt up, and her daddy was living in the back. It was a second house in the back. My brother owned all of that. I don't have facts, but I do have from hearsay from being down there previously when we buried the kids in August, from a lot of people that she did that because she couldn't go out with my brother. She was mad my brother had someone at that house. which that was the house my brother gave her to live in for her and the kids. She burnt it down herself. And her father had something to do with it too. Like always, I heard he ran up in the house this time when they died and said, "Where's his cut at?" Why would the whole family sit up there and make a lie like their grandparents was in the house when nobody was there? For money. All for money. I don't know. I don't have facts, like I said, because I don't live there. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. But the second fire that we're talking about that made the news, it was ruled out. And I only knew it was ruled out because when I watched it on the news, it said it was ruled out. Like I said, I don't live there. But my brother was cleared for all of that, like he was cleared for this fire as well. This is the third time, and 30 times is a charm. She have ruined our lives. We are so devastated over this. So devastated. And she was living her best life right after this.
Let me ask you this, because the police are trying to say that they're not trying to release this information. Let me ask you.
I would love for the police to call me.
In your best estimation, what do you think with the most recent house? What do you think was the cause of the reason that fire started?
What do I think? My thinking is far beyond of now, because before I got a chance to think, everybody said a candle was burning. No utilities were on there. Then I also heard that the water was dripping from the air conditioner and touched the socket. You know, but her family members that were contacting me on Facebook Messenger to tell me these lies before I even made it to the city. What do I think happened? I have no idea. My brother wasn't messing with her. I just always know she was never a good mother at all. I would say that to anybody. She did not want those kids. She used those kids against us over and over. My mother and my brother. That's why they were not in her care. She could have easily let my mother and them watch those kids on her birthday instead of what she did. Now look what we have. And everybody want to give her sympathy. Fuck sympathy. Those babies are gone.
Hold on. Oh, wow. So you mean to tell me that this woman used these children to collect the benefits off of those children, what we call in the AFC #babies for benefits? You mean to tell me that a human being would use children?
Yes, she's not a human being. Anything. She used anything to get to my brother. She could not have my brother or whatever she wanted. She used those kids against them all the time. The kids could have been and had the greatest of life. My brother been fighting and wanting them kids for years. All she ever did is collected child support from them and really wasn't spending it on them. How could you not have your own place with enough rooms and you're getting all my brother's money, do child support, sweetheart? Not to mention after they died, she still was getting child support.
Whoa, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
And I can't wait for everybody to hear this. I'm ready for everybody to hear this. They need to know the truth about Sabrina Dunigan. She's pure evil. She should not be able to make babies anymore.
You yourself have almost brought about 300 or 400 extra people here. They are listening. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me ask you this again. Let me ask you this, because you're bringing up things that I am curious about now. Your brother was paying child support, so I'm assuming you got a pretty good relationship with your brother. He talks to you. Y'all love each other.
Of course. That's my younger brother. I'm 44 and he's 31.
Give me an idea about, look, I could tell you, I've been on child support. I'm on child support for 4 more years. Looking forward to getting off of that shit. But let me ask you this. How much was he paying in child support, if you have an estimate? And also, was that house that she was living in, was that Section 8 housing? Because it looked like it was.
I don't know if it was Section 8 housing. And yes, me and my brother do talk, but we have a huge age gap. He's 31, I'm 44. With that being said, he's a guy, I'm a girl. I don't hear all his, information. So with that, you're asking me, I have no idea on the money situation, how much child support. All I know is that my brother always had money taken out of his check all the way up until after the kids were born. After the kids had died. She was getting child support, got a couple of more checks that my brother asked about, and she wouldn't even share that money with him. With that being said, me and my brother don't talk like deeply on certain, because like I said, we have a huge gap in our age difference. But I'm real close with my brother, therefore. But like I said, I don't live there. I'm in Toledo, Ohio. They're in East St. Louis, Illinois. So,
next question: did Melanie have not Melanie? I'm sorry.
Not me.
The mother. I forget her name, but let me see if I can. Her
Sabrina.
name was Sabrina. Sorry, I'm just so excited talking about this. Did Sabrina have a job? What does she do for a living?
Thank you for bringing that up. She's 34 years old, and you can't find her nowhere getting Social Security from a job because she never worked a day in her life. She never worked. I will repeat that. She has never worked a day in her life. And I guarantee you on my life, no one can pull up an ex-employer for her. She's never worked. She lived off my brother's money. She lived off my brother's money from child support.
And I figured that. So she was using
never
those
worked
children.
A day in her entire 34 years of living.
So she been
now,
using
hopefully in jail.
She was literally using those children and living off of that money off of her kids because the biological father was doing the responsible thing and she was doing nothing and just kicking back and living off of it. And the reason why I say that is because I personally don't think that a person, because I saw that other house and look, I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I think that when people have children, they should go into it with a plan and they should go into it with stability. I'm the person that is trying to live by what I preach, okay? So when me and my daughter's mom brought my daughter into this world, we both had separate places that we lived, but I at least had a foundation for my daughter and we all took care of her. And you're talking about one kid, and that was hard for between me, my daughter's mom, her mom, my dad, cousins, uncles. It was hard for us to raise one kid, let alone 5. And I'm just thinking like,
serious.
I'm thinking like, think of the bills that you'd have to pay between shoes and clothes and food. So I'm assuming that she probably got food stamps. And if you got food stamps, then I'm assuming that you probably applied for Section 8, probably around your first or second kid. It just seems like that makes sense, especially if you're already...
I need to cut you off.
Especially if you're already accustomed to not working, like you said. You said she didn't work.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I wanted to cut you off because you said maybe she signed up for Section 8. Well, I do know for a fact she could never receive anything that's through housing government-wise because she's a felon. She's never been on Section 8. She can't get on Section 8 or housing. I do know that. Felon? Don't ask me what she's a felon in because I don't know. But she cannot get housing. You cannot get housing if you're a felon.
So you don't know what she caught a felony for?
No, I do not know, but I know she can't get housing through the government. I do know that much.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh my goodness, you have been a jewel, and I gotta thank you so much. And because I want you to understand, this ain't about me, quote unquote, spilling the tea or no silly crap like that. What I'm trying to do is our podcast has been very powerful and instrumental in actually getting people justice in real time, especially like the story in Stockton, California about the little girl, Billy Simone Williams. And we were actually able to get Takesha Williams arrested based on what we do here on our show. So we actually believe in making an impact in real life. And what I'm hoping here is to get justice for those children. And I'm sure that's what you want as well.
Of course I do. I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken that I'm back in Toledo and I can't be there for my mom and my brother. You know, I don't know what, it's just hurtful. I don't have words to describe. I don't want to look too bad on TV or whatever, but it's undescribable feeling in my heart. It's only me and my brother. Those were my only nieces and nephews. My brother got down to no kids. It's hurtful to lose one, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go ahead and say 5. My brother took care of the other little boy too. I mean, it's just terrible. Our family has not regained from this, but her family sure has, all the way down to her mother and her father. They all have. They all went to Orlando, Florida. I mean, they've been doing great things since our kids are gone.
Right. Wow. Okay, so here's another question. She's currently on the current charges because those charges are probably going to go up. They're setting her bond at $75,000. There's a warrant out for her arrest. They have not caught her yet. What do you know about that?
Oh, they haven't. See, now I don't know nothing about that because my understanding, someone messaged me on Messenger earlier and said that she had got picked up. So I don't know. I thought she was picked up.
Let me make sure. I'm going to go back in my article right now because this was an update as of hours ago, like 4 or 5 hours ago.
Me too. That's when I got the word 4 or 5 hours ago in my time in Ohio.
Let me see if I can find, because there was a place that actually said her bond. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I think that too.
I see it.
Belleville News Democrat.
I see it. It says online court records, and this is on STLtoday.com. Online court records indicate that there are pending grand jury actions in this case, and a judge set bail at $75,000. She is not in custody yet, according to this article.
Wow, you just shocked me with that one.
But that could have changed. I mean, 9 hours is a lot of time.
If it would have changed, my family would have contacted me. I thought she was arrested. Last I've heard, she was arrested. So, and that was around 9 or 10, and it's 12:35 here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, is there anything else that you want to contribute to this? You have been amazing with what we kind of know so far. Is there anything else that you want to kind of contribute?
Well, sorry, I couldn't give much. That's because I don't live there. Because I would have been willing. If I would have known, I would have been willing to tell very much. So I'm just glad that I was able to get on here and voice my opinion with you guys. But just keep us in prayer. Anybody that's listening, just keep us in deep, deep prayer, please, because this is a real hard time for my mother and my brother down there. And it's just them two against the world. You know, everybody wants to take Sabrina Dunigan's her side, but nobody knows the real truth of what these babies went to. And I'm not sitting in peace with the kids, being gone and she's arrested or haven't been arrested, because we still don't have those babies. So just keep us in prayer and keep us prayed up. And I love you, my nieces and nephew. TT gonna always stand there for you guys. And that's all I have to say.
Man, and I appreciate you so much. And look, this is a great way to get in touch with me. As you see, when you contact my moderators, they will let me know. They flooded the chat. I saw it. I was like, let me get on here real quick.
I see my little face in the TV now.
Well, I tried to shrink it down a little bit because I was making it to where I just showed your name, but the way you had the camera at first, it made it to where you couldn't really see it. So
I know, because I had it to my ear like a phone. Yeah, that's me with the red hair. That's my brother. That's my brother at the bottom corner on the right.
Oh, I got it like really, really tiny on the screen. So
when you pulling up the female with the red mohawk, that's me. I'm Melody, and I'm holding my brother in the white suit. That's my brother, his kids.
Okay. I got you. Let me see if I can go back.
He had a white suit with pink in it, and then we were at the burial, and it was a girl hugging the guy with the red mohawk.
Oh, right there, That's
me. I'm the girl with the red mohawk. I got a chance to go down there, and let me tell you on that before I get off of here. I didn't even have a way to get back down there for the funeral, and someone on Facebook had got in my DM and paid me a plane ticket 72 hours before the funeral to get back down there to be at my niece's and nephew funeral, and I thought that was very sweet too.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually, look, and that's why, look, here's my whole thing. I'm not against people using GoFundMe when they need it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They did not need this. Oh, God.
But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that we're responsible with asking for crowdfunding, because there's going to be a time when we need it and can't get it because we got a bunch of people out there doing a bunch of fraudulent bull crap, and they're going to ruin it for everybody.
Right.
So that's it. So whenever we want to put up a GoFundMe, I want people to be able to get that funding, but I want to make sure that we don't do things in you know, leading up to a point to where people feel like, yeah, I don't trust these campaigns. These people always doing this and that, and I don't want to donate anymore. So I don't want us to continue to keep taking advantage of people's kindness. So we can hopefully keep that thing open when we need it, and we can use it and hopefully get some funding. Well, look, Melody, I appreciate your time so much. Do you want to give any last words?
No more last words. I don't have any last words, but just everybody keep us lifted up in prayer. I didn't know she wasn't arrested yet, so I'm about to get on the horn and find out what's going on with that. But just keep us prayed up and keep our babies in your memory. I'm devastated. I can't believe I lasted this long talking to you guys without busting out crying. Because all I do is see my baby's faces all over. I'm their only auntie on their daddy's side. Their only auntie. And now my babies are all gone.
Well, straight up, look, you got prayers in the chat. You got prayers coming from me. I appreciate you so much. If you need something, this is a simple way to reach out to me. You just hit me up if you need anything, okay?
All righty. Thank you, and have a blessed week.
Have a blessed night. Peace.
Bye.
All right. Wow. My mind is completely blown, guys. That confirmed a lot of things, and I think we learned a lot, a whole lot.